If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
And Twitter is the power machine that moves that out in real time. There's no more delay. So anything Ray Lewis says to me at the locker, or John Harbaugh, or Flacco, whoever it would be, I can broadcast in real time. I could take the video that I just made of you guys, the 10-second video, and hit share and put it up right away. This is all so very brand new that teachers, adults, businesses, advertisers haven't caught up to it. And they will, but I'm trying to get out onto the front end. And Twitter, to me, is the way high school sports are going to happen. So Miss Manager, who's on her BlackBerry, too young to have a BlackBerry. You got to step that up, girl. Come on. So that phone right there will become your tool as the team manager. So in the future, we don't need to worry about when the game ends. In the first quarter, when the score is 20-14, you literally just open the little phone just like you were doing there a minute ago, hit your Twitter account, Northwestern High, go Wildcats, whatever you want to call it, and hashtag Northwestern, Wildcats, and I don't know what's your last name? There it is. Spell it right, hashtag it, and say that he scored 6 points, he's the star of the first quarter. And that you predict that he's going to hit the game-winning shot a little later on today. So what happens now is your ability to broadcast in real time scores, sports, what I do for a living, sports. So that's where my focus is. That you can do that in real time is unbelievable. How many of you follow athletes on Twitter? How many of you aren't on Twitter? Let's start with that. Are not on Twitter. How many of you are on Twitter? Why are you on Twitter? Start with you. You want to get off of Facebook. You can't do them both? Are they jealous of each other? Say that again? Why do you like Twitter better than Facebook? Who's the most famous person you follow? Kanye West. All right. Well, why do you follow Kanye? How often does he thread? Not a lot. But you want him to thread more, right? When he threads, it feels like a Christmas gift, right? It feels like something there. You want to read it though, right? Because if you didn't, you wouldn't read it. Athletes and celebrities, and specifically hip-hop public figures like Kanye, like Diddy, Jay-Z. Lil Wayne was tweeting from jail, for crying out loud, right? Right? Ask people that were in jail 20 years ago their ability to communicate with the outside world. Lil Wayne's tweeting from a jail cell. That's how powerful Twitter is to get information out and to get whatever your point of view is, or whatever pictures of your loved ones you want to share, like a Christmas card, or whatever video message you want to put out. This is all power that you guys now have. That's unprecedented in the history of the world, quite frankly, that you could tweet out and Kanye might actually read your reply. That was impossible to do 5 years ago. So I see Twitter as an incredible vehicle that's going to replace this. But I still think they're foundational things that you guys are learning in doing this. How to spell things properly. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to read people that don't write in English. If I can't understand what they're saying, I'm not really digging it. Pictures, good pictures, Photoshop, headlines, information that people want to share. This is what you're learning and doing in a newspaper, but this is going to be a relic. It's going to be a dinosaur. And moving forward, you all have the ability to create your own newspaper, your own publishing, if you will. Either video, audio, pictures, information, words, sentences, blogs, whatever you want to say to the world. If you have an audience that wants to listen like you want to listen to Kanye, it's there for you. I follow Chad Ochocinco. He's a funny dude. How many of you follow Chad? Why do you follow Chad? He's cute. All right, hey, it's a good reason, That's a good reason. I followed Dara Torres because I thought she was cute, Dara Torres, she's old like me. Swimmer, over 40 swimmer. I only follow her because she's cute. I follow Susie Colbert because she's cute. Who do you follow?
Drake, because he's...
Oh, she follows Drake because she's cute. Okay, fair enough. All right. So for you guys that do in the newspaper, why did you guys individually, I'll ask some of you, why did you sign up for this and why are you involved in this? How many of you want to do this in college or do this in the real world? How many put ESPN on and want to be the person on ESPN? What do you want to do when you grow up, Mr. Twitter? You want to be the person on ESPN? First thing you should do is sit up straight. There you go. There you go. Because they have to sit up straight on the set, right? They don't slouch on the set. Stuart Scott doesn't do that, right? So for Twitter with you, what do you use Twitter for? Because you were the only one in the room that said the word Twitter. I was kind of waiting to hear it. You don't use Twitter, but you know about Twitter. Why don't you use Twitter? Well, if you want to be on ESPN, you're probably going to have to be up on the latest news, right? The latest information. So if you want to be on ESPN, you want to read the news to people, Twitter's probably the best place in the world to get news. And the thing that I'm learning about Twitter, and the reason that I was involved with the Baltimore Sun many years ago, is the Sun wasn't just the respected voice. It was the only voice, right? If it's in the Sun, it must be true. And I'll tell you that's not the truth. And I can tell you about things that have been written about me that aren't true that are in the Sun. So I learned a long time ago that those things are only put out by people, and they're powered by people. I always get the biggest kick out of somebody that says, ESPN's predicting the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. ESPN's not a person. There's a human being there that's predicting. Is that a fire drill?
That's in the first period.
Oh, man, you guys were hoping for a fire drill, right? We can end this thing quicker, right?
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.